Hey everybody, this is Wowman talking to you today about a little bit of a tour of the Moon of Endor land in my Star Wars park. This area is fully wooded and has tons of attractions that all intertwine and intermix with each other. First of all, over here there's a little flat ride. It's the only flat ride in this area. We'll show you a little bit later a little bit more about this track ride. It's kind of a tour through the Ewok village. There's a small family type roller coaster. It's just not as intense as the big roller coaster, which is a larger, more involved coaster that flies around a park. Both of these coasters do have a theme or an idea of being speeder bikes flying through the woods of Endor. Let's zoom in a little bit and show you some more of the details of this land. There are several path entrances through the woods into this land from the previous land we looked at, which was Dagobah. This is just one of the nice little wooded entryways that I like. The main entrance, though, is along this long pathway that's kind of along the edge of this land, and you can see here's where you could get into the smaller family speeder bike coaster. As you continue down the path, there's a building here that contains a couple places to get food and drink. And further on down the path is the entrance to the main roller coaster, which is the speed bike flyers. That's what I call it. And there's just a little bit of the queue line and the coaster station building, which is kind of themed inside like a garage or a warehouse where maybe coaster bikes would be worked on. Also on this path, there's one kind of neat water feature. You can kind of see it sprinkling in the background there. And this is one part of the smaller family type roller coaster where I have a cool trigger effect. You can see where the machine, the ATST, shoots the laser at the support posts for the roller coaster. And just to kind of show you some other areas. Sorry about all the waving around here through the trees, but this kind of just shows you how some of the roller coaster track goes in and under some fallen trees and through some canyon type areas where it has tight turns and banked curves. And it's just kind of a cool ride, and I'm kind of happy with the way it turned out and the way it flies through in and around all the forest area. Continuing on now, here is kind of the Ewok village area, and I have several layers or several levels of bridge walkways that go in and around through the Ewok village. Here's a meet and greet for Princess. I'm calling it Princess Leia for this land. But it's just kind of a immersive multi-level experience to walk through this land and see all the different areas. This is where the flat ride is. It's the whirly gig or whatever it's called. And now that I see it, this still has all the aqua, or I'm sorry, the maritime type design to it. But since the collision was taken off in the game, I have since upgraded that flat ride area to be covered more in rocks and foliage. Here is the loading station for the track ride, which I call Ewok Village Tours. And it's just kind of an open air log type load station. And you can see where the track ride takes off and starts climbing up into the treetops to see the Ewok Village. Some of the pathing in this part of the park is all wooded, and I kind of particularly like this area that I built. It's like a huge tree root that has overgrown kind of as an archway over the path, and kind of show you the other side here as well. Added some roots to it to make it look more like a tree, and I just kind of think it's cool, quiet, walkways in and around the area. You can see there's lots of bridges and overpasses that I had to build because of all the crisscrossing of the different rides. Here's a section along the family roller coaster where I made an ATST look like it was damaged with a log through the windshield, and I have a couple trigger effects that kick smoke out for the track ride and an explosion for the roller coaster car as it comes by. There it is right there. There's the explosion that goes off. This area is also very cool at nighttime, again just because of all the woods and the elevated trails. I have everything lit by torchlight, and it has a very warm nighttime feel to it. So this is kind of showing some of the raised walkways and what this looks like at nighttime if you were walking in and around the park. I'm going to zoom out now and just kind of show you an overall view of this area at nighttime, but that's pretty much, I think, the last update I have. Actually, I'm going to zoom in and show you just some of the other areas at nighttime here. Here's some of the roller coaster tracks and some of the trails that go in and around this area. And I think I mentioned earlier that the load stations for the speed bike roller coasters are kind of like a garage or maintenance bay type loading station. So I'll show you what that looks like here. It's really neat at night with the lighting and such. But that's about it for the update this time, guys. Thanks for watching. Click if you like it, and that's it from Endor. Talk to you later.